Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast. Show link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and they weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yeah, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
What's cracking, everybody? Good morning. Hopefully y'all having a blessed day. Salute to all of y'all. Like, share, subscribe as y'all come on in here. We'll get right to this video, man. We'll get right to this video, bro. Appreciate everybody tapping on in. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. You know. And so, before the jury has been brought in, I'm gonna shout out to people who sent donations last night because I woke up to like 5 donations this morning in the Cash App, and I appreciate all y'all, man, who constantly support my channel, man, and support what we doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know I got the unpopular opinion on this, but man, I'm gonna stand on what I believe in, man. It is what it is. You understand? And that's what it is, man. But before the jury's brought in, it says, "What's the issue with the charge?" The judge says. And Diddy's lawyer says, "We object to the column entitled escort." The judge says, meaning the title, question mark. And Diddy's lawyer says, they are connecting up the stay with the hotel with the escort's travel to the city. And the judge, Diddy's lawyer says, and we don't know if the escort traveled to New York that actually went to the Londoner hotel. The government said, we discussed this, man. Diddy's lawyer says the government can make an argument that an interference can be made. The judge says, fair, Mrs. Comey. The government said, okay, the title's out, no problem. You got to put it as escort, put it as something else, put it as, prostitution or whatever. I mean, it ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna change what's going on. You know? It ain't gonna change what's going on. Sean Diddy Combs is coming to live in Earth. Point blank, period. And I don't have no respect for that nigga. None. I'll never respect a nigga like that, bro. Nigga prey upon the weak people that's below you and stuff like that, man. That shit ain't cool, man. You uplift those type of people. You don't prey upon no weak people. You guys are the people that's the mofos that's out there going hard and shit. Like you going like that's on that. That's on that. Man, that's a whole different situation. You preying upon the weak. That shit fake, man. But shout out. Hold on. Alexis, salute to you. Cash out with a donation last night. I appreciate you. $50 donation. Much love to you. And so appreciate you coming on in. Shout out to Black Girl Magic. That's not how it works. Salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. That's not how it works though. And I appreciate you. Black Girl Magic in the Cash App with a donation. Shout out to Jewel in the Cash App with a donation. She came through last night. She said, just showing love ticket. Samuel Gerst, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. I appreciate you. And also, let me see who else. Lauren, I appreciate you in the Cash App with a donation. Much love to you, my sister. So the government says we have records like go-to room, so-and-so in the hotel. We can remove the header. We will show that the escort was going to the hotel where there was a reservation under the name Frank Black. The judge says in this one is escort Jules Theodore. So the government says they got proof that the escort was going to Diddy's room, and they're going to show it today. Diddy's lawyer wants the name to be removed as escort so that the jury doesn't have a prior decision. Y'all remember, shout out to Inner City for doing a great job. But these are only a part of the transcripts. The full transcript and everything that's going on in court is way different than what you hearing sometimes online. Because those full transcripts of the stuff, information that we ain't even getting online during this time, man, them shits cost $500 a day. So there's people down there at the courthouse. Some people are putting in $500 a day to get those transcripts. Some people, they got a group of people that's putting in to get it. But I know a couple of people that's paying that $500, and their companies that's paying that $500 to get that whole transcript, and it's crazy. I've been already told it's crazy down there in the courtroom as far as everything that's going on. You have to be in there, is what I was told. Like, you got to be in there. You know what I'm saying? To really see everything that's how it's all playing out. Because I was told that, Diddy looked real depressed yesterday when that girl was testifying. He looked, he just looked sad and hurt. That nigga know he out of here, bro. He out of here, bro. He know that. He going for life. Period. You know what I'm saying? And this is what God do to you, man. He strips you down in front of the world, man. You come with that bull jab, you mistreat people, you don't do right by people, man. He strip you down in front of the world, bro. Everything that you had that helped build you up, you use that to tear other people down. That was working for you, that you were supposed to be dating, all this other stuff, man. God don't like ugly. Shout out to Miss Cat. She says, I love your content. Not too many men out here has your way of thinking. Keep going. It ain't about that. It's about teaching the right thing and saying the right thing to the young people, because those young people, they listen to the older guys, and when they listen to the older guys and they listen to us make excuses and talk bullshit, they come up and put themselves in the same type of situations, and the pattern continues with the foolishness. Only when you cut that out is when they have a different way of thinking, a different way of moving, right? See, if Diddy was having all these problems and these people was insubordinate, or these people, he had a girlfriend, didn't want to listen, just put her ass out. Tell her, I don't want to be with you no more. You gotta go. I ain't gotta beat the hell out of you. I ain't gotta drag you around. I ain't gotta force you to do this, take your phone, do all this other stuff. That's cowardly behavior. That's cowardly behavior. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vanessa Dempsey, the Cash App, the donation. Salute to you, my sister. Much love to you. I appreciate it. That's cowardly behavior. A man don't do that. You know? A man uses his power to do good unto other people. Real talk, man. To help other people, to uplift other people. You feel me? Let me give you an example. You know how many people that I've helped uplift on YouTube platform? People I put on streams, just give them attention, uplift. That's what it's all about. It's uplifting and helping people and showing love to people around you. A lot of things you guys will never hear about that I do, because I don't have to come talk about it. But I'm just giving you an example. These are the things you do when you're in that position. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to see myself doing that to any type of woman that ain't trying to fight back or anything like that. I don't even want to be in that type of situation with them women. Because I tell you something, man, if I got a problem, is the woman don't want to rock with me, she don't want to, hey, man, listen, you move on, I move on. Period. We good. We ain't got nothing else. I'm not going to be sitting here arguing, hooting, hollering, hitting you, dragging you down the hall, beating your ass, all that. I'm not finna be doing that. I'm not finna be doing that. I'm not on that type time. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I'm just telling you what the real is, man. It ain't about being perfect. It ain't about being this. It's about what's real. You know, how did you learn from your mistakes? Right? Salute to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to Leanne Gross with a donation in the Cash App. She said, I appreciate you, keep cooking. Salute to you. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm just telling y'all this, man. It's just honor for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Honoring yourself and understanding that it's people that you don't even know. Sometimes people look up to you. You know what I mean? So what message am I sending those people? You feel me? And y'all smash the like button, man. We should have over 1,500 likes. You know? Because this is not absolving me. I mean, this is not me absolving any of the people. Because I'm hearing people trying to say, oh, Tigger, man, you capping, man. You capping for these girls, man. You capping for these hoes. No, I'm not, nigga. They all sold they soul. I done told you this 1,000 times. I care less. They all sold they soul. This is what happens when you go get in that industry. You sell your soul. For all those people to sell their soul, to be willing to go through all that. And when I say willing, not because they wanted to, but because they continue to go through all of that humiliation tactics just to be on TV, just for fortune, just for fame, or just to get a check, just to be in the industry. Man, bro, at some point in time, man, your moral compass got to kick in and say, bro, this ain't how I want to live, bro. No dice. You know what I'm saying? This ain't how I want to live. Like, you're not gonna just be fitting beat on my ass. Imagine y'all if you had to go to work every day, nigga, just whooping your balls, whooping on your ass every day, kicking you in your ass, throwing shit at you, disrespecting you, forcing you against your will to do shit, casting couch type of shit. Come on, man. Nobody trying to go through all that, man. Real talk, man. If you can't get the P off the strength of your game, as far as how you treat a person, like, come on, bro. I'm just saying, man. Send nigga out of pocket, man. That nigga out of pocket. That nigga need something real, bro. I'm telling you. And that's facts. Let me see. You ready to get to the this is the case in a minute, man. Man, shout out to Black Girl Magic. She says become a member. I don't know what's going on with that junk. I think Auntie Lee had the link. I don't know what's going on with that junk. I seen somebody came a member yesterday. I think all you gotta do is click the what you call it. Shout out to Jesse BKS with the donation. Says I'm at work, but I can't miss this Thanksgiving. You already know. Salute to you. Salute to you. You know? And let me say this. It ain't just Diddy's out here. It's all these type of motherfuckers. It's the Harvey Weinsteins out here that's on this casting couch type bullshit. And we see the mofo already been convicted in one state. He was convicted in another state. Now he running it back to do what? Get convicted again? His trial across the street. His trial across the street. You got old man that's running around here acting like he can't think no more. Mike Jeffries trying to avoid his situation. Nah, take your ass in there and deal with what you gotta deal with, sucker. Like I said before, you just like I said, man, it's all about your people skills, man, how you treat people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we come on YouTube, we come on social media, you know, you can talk a little shit, have some arguments, stuff like that. That's all in fun. Diddy, he out here putting his foot on people's asses that are lesser than him, weaker than him. And what I mean lesser than him, I mean weaker than him, in a lesser position than him, as far as he's the boss, they're the worker. That's what you call a tyrant. That's not what you call leadership. That's a tyrant. That's a bitch ass nigga. Period. Because like I said, that nigga was putting foot in all them girls' ass, but Big Gene said he ran when Pac came. Nothing else to talk about. Nothing else to talk about. Shout out to Miss Naturally Nolans with the donation. She says, please hit the like up button. It's free. Also, make sure to see if you. She said, also make sure to see if you forgot to hit the like button. Yeah, salute. Y'all know what it is. You know. And I'm telling y'all what's up. Telling y'all what's up, man. Shout out to Jacoby in the Cash App, the donation. Salute to you. Jacoby came through with a $50 donation this morning. I appreciate it. Let me see. Shout out to Ernestine Collison in the Cash App donation. She said, nice to hear a heterosexual man keeping it real. I'm just saying, man. You know? Hey, man. I just, I can't fuck with no nigga like Diddy, man. Real talk, man. Me and that nigga would have had some serious issues. Either he would have had to have his people do something crazy or it'd just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen. I got some people that's going to stand behind me, period. You understand? And it is what it is. But the thing is, I'm going to stand up for myself. I don't need all that. So, Diddy's lawyer says, we'll take what the court gives us. The judge says, anything else on the summary exhibits? We're running into the jury's time. Let's get started. Can we have Mia back? And she comes in the courtroom, right? So, yeah. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Everybody tapped in. We getting it done. We getting it done, man. And I salute y'all for that. Hold on, you guys. Shout out to Darius in the Cash App with a donation, man. He said, I'd be in prison if that was my daughter. I'm just saying, bro. You know? So, the judge tells Mia that she can continue, right? Or the government, they can continue with Mia. So the government says, did you call the other employee's family? She said, yeah. I was surrounded by them, and everyone referred to each other that way. She said, you dated an employee? She says, yes, Matt, the sound engineer. So she said she dated the sound engineer that they was work that she was working with. You know, you said nobody would have done nothing about it, not even you, ticket nigga. You don't know me, nigga. See, that's the thing about you, nigga. You talking on YouTube, nigga. You don't know me in real life. Pussy ass, nigga. You don't know me in real life, nigga. That's the thing, nigga. You don't know me in real life. Niggas who know me in real life, they have a different story, bitch ass, nigga. That's you, nigga. That's because you a booty goon. You a booty bandit, nigga. You allow a nigga to go in your booty, nigga. That's why. You bald-headed, roll-on bottle of deodorant head looking motherfucker. Get your bitch ass out my channel, nigga. The fuck you talking about, dog? Get your ass down somewhere, man. Over here looking like Mr. Clean, you bitch ass nigga. Get your ass down. Talking about you wouldn't do nothing, nigga. You crazy as hell, nigga. You must not know, nigga. You got me fucked up, bro. Boy, this nigga a fool, boy. That nigga, see, this is what happen when you get YouTube niggas who don't really know you in real life. When you get simps like that in the comment section that ain't never spent a day with you in real life, you can ask any of the niggas that's been with me in real life. Is a nigga trying that funny shit with me, nigga? It's not happening, bro. It's not. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. It's not happening, nigga. I've been around big money niggas too, nigga. Straight like that, nigga. I know big money niggas. I know multi-millionaires. My best friend's multi-millionaires. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Think that shit, you crazy as hell, man. Ain't nobody finna do that. Nigga, you ain't gotta be no gangster. You ain't gotta be no thug. You ain't gotta be none of that. All you gotta do is be a man, bitch ass, nigga. Something you ain't, nigga. You niggas will bend over and get your booty up, nigga. Straight up. Because that's what you niggas is trained to do. So the government says you and Matt were able to hang out together normally. She says, nope. We had an apartment together in New York, but we were rarely there at the same time. The government said, why did you go to South Africa? She said, Puff told me to accompany Cassie. She was shooting a movie. Right? Now the government said, what happened there? She said Cassie had caught Puff cheating on her with Gina. She was devastated. The government said, what were her interactions with Diddy? She said they were on the phone. He was in Miami, and then she stopped answering the calls. Right? Shout out to Carrie in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just about something. It's something just about having heart. That's all it is, bro. You know what I mean? It's just about having heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, and respect for yourself. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all it's all about. You feel me? How do you move in life? What standards do you hold yourself to? You feel me? It is what it is. That's why I told y'all, in my opinion, man, people sold their soul. All of them. Because once you see Diddy on that type time, you go into a room, you see Diddy in the bed, butt ass naked. Not even in a bed. I don't care what room it is. First of all, nigga, don't call me to your hotel room talking about we gotta have a meeting. It's not happening. But people are saying, oh, he called me in there, and they saying he called you in the room, butt naked, casting couch type shit. The girl said the nigga had a meeting, and the nigga was in his drawers. Like, come on, man. That's on y'all. Y'all selling y'all soul. You supposed to get up, you supposed to turn around and walk out and go home. And be like, yo, listen, I just go work a 9 to 5. I'm being honest with y'all niggas. Nigga, I'll be a goddamn Taco Bell nigga making tacos before I goddamn am up there letting the nigga goddamn on. Man, ain't no way, bro. Shout out to Tara Phillips, $75 donation in the cash app. She said, keep your Timberlands on their neck. You already know. And it's a size 16 on their ass. Shout out to D Barnes in the cash app. The donation said, I'm paying for the laughs, man. You already know. Shout out to D Barnes, man. You know what it is. I'm just telling the truth, bro. I had no reason to lie. I can call like 10 niggas I grew up with that was with me every single day that tell you. I said, man, what's your opinion? You think I'm going for that? Oh, nah, it ain't finna go like that. It's not finna go like that. They'll tell you, I'm not no gangster. I'm not no thug. I never desired to be. You know what I'm saying? But you can't bitch me, though. That's a fact. That's a fact, nigga. That's a fact, nigga. That's facts. You understand? That's in your heart. That's in your heart. You know what I mean? Who you are as a man is in your heart. You know, in your compass, in your makeup. You feel me? That's what that's about. Shout out to Virginia Weaver in the cash app with a donation. She said, thanks for being a real one. Nah, salute to you. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, man. Situation is going down, man. You know? Shout out to my boy Xavier and that cash up with the donation, man. He said, "Did you watch the game last night?" I seen the Knicks won, man. I told people I thought that series was going 7 games. I haven't even did no videos on it. I've been watching the games. I knew the Knicks was gonna win. A lot of people was trying to tell me the series was over with last night. Man, that series ain't over with, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta still cook. I gotta still keep cooking that punk ass JJ Redick. You know what I mean? Let me see. The government says I'll read the blue messages. KK, Mrs. Coram, and you read the gray. That's you? She wrote, PD wants to talk to you. Who's that? She said, Puff. The government said audio call not completed. She said I wasn't answering the calls, but I spoke with Puff. He threatened to kill me. See? You got your boss threatening to kill people. I'm just saying, bro, like, the nigga's going to prison forever, nigga. And I don't have no problem with what I'm saying about that nigga, because he's scum. When you a scumbag and you a piece of shit as a person, you understand what I'm saying? Get these motherfuckers out of society. I don't want to hear about niggas saying, man, I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. But you'll kill your worst enemy. Make it make sense. Most of these niggas will kill their worst enemies will say they don't wish jail on them. Nigga, fuck them niggas. If you out here treating people like shit, lesser than, you treating people like fucking slaves, bro, people's mindset and the way of thinking is savage. They'll say, hey, man, they doing Diddy wrong, but then they'll say, hey, man, I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. Nigga, what you talking about? But you'll kill your worst enemy. Boy, our way of thinking is fucked up. Our way of thinking is bad, y'all. I'm telling you, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Janine, what's up, baby? I see you in the Cash App. Coming through with a $25 donation. Appreciate it. She said, she said, I don't come to work to get my things touched. Yeah, that's fact. Can't nobody coming to work for that, man. Why you got to go to work and get your cake touched on? Because this nigga got a mental problem that he can't keep his hands to himself. The government says, what else did he threaten with you? Or you with? She said, he said he was firing me. He said I have to leave and fly back. And he threatened to kill me. The government said, Mrs. Corn wrote, I need to talk to her. Not sure what to do. He needs you to call him now, or you don't have a job. Yeah, he threatened to kill people, all this other shit. One girl said he took the girl passport and left her overseas. Come on, man. Like, bro, what type of time is that shit, man? You take the girl passport, leave her overseas, bro. That nigga's a demon. And he need to get exercise, man. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this, bro. Shout out to Denise Rush and the Cash App, the donation. She said, salute to you, ticket. Salute, Denise. Appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all know what it is. So that's multiple people saying this nigga threatened to kill him. Like I said before, man. You know, nobody go to work for that shit, man. And that's why, even though, like I said, everybody feels sympathy for people that's getting shit done dirty to them, bro. Bro, them people is all culpable. Why? Because they sold their souls. Somebody gonna come in here last night and tell me, oh man, how you gonna say that about Cassie? Nigga, how I'm gonna say it, nigga? Her own friends said it. Her own friends went up on the stand and said the girl changed. She used to be a good girl who was a nice girl when she was doing her modeling. She got with P. Diddy and she changed completely as a person. Started being an asshole to people, treating people wrong, all these things. Her own friend, she lost her friend in 18 years. She wouldn't even back up her own friend. Her friend got her ass whooped. The nigga threw a wooden hanger, gave her a concussion, choked her out. She wouldn't even defend her own friend. She defended Diddy over her. She sold her soul. Point blank period, nigga. And she don't get no pass, no excuses. This ain't about giving Cassie or none of them people who was over there getting that shit done to him no excuse. And I don't want to hear about under pressure. You when that shit happen, you walk away and say, hey man, look, it is what it is. These people wanted to be in them industry circles. That's why y'all be hearing about them going back to Diddy, going back to Diddy. They wanted that job. They wanted to be in those circles. They knew, okay, Diddy might blackball me, but instead of them saying, you know what, my moral compass is bigger than this whole industry, and I'll leave and do something else, they keep going back because they want that fame. Period. And you know when you get what the day one you go in there and you see people getting their ass whooped on, you see people using drugs, you see people being forced to do things against their will, man, you walk away, man. Nah, this ain't a job for me. I'm out. Boom. Shit, I don't even call the motherfucker back. I just leave. Don't even call back. These people, a lot of these people dealt with this shit because they love the other side. Oh yeah, we're gonna be at the Met Gala. We're gonna be at the award shows. We're gonna be all in the magazines. You know how I know? Because you had a couple people that was making $50,000 a year working 20 hours a day. Where they do that at? Just to be in that fame. Some people do this shit just to be. That's why I told y'all that dude Bookman, he be over here twerking for celebrities. That's all he do. He twerked for celebrities all day on his channel. That nigga wish he was a celebrity so bad. And he would never be that. Old mushmouth. You understand what I'm saying? Old mushmouth, live alone ass nigga. Sitting on YouTube all day, talking about the truth behind where this nigga ain't never been nowhere and he don't know nothing. Shout out to Shemaine in the Cash App donation. She said, I already see 2.5 of the RICO. He's cooked 2.5. Shit, they don't pretty much touch they don't pretty much touch every single, what you call it, of the RICO. Straight up. That's why I respected so much how that brother Kwame Brown talked. That nigga talk like a man, bro. He talk like a man talk. Bro, man, listen, bro. You know, man, a celebrity, nigga. I'm not finna get on my knees just because you a celebrity, nigga. Fuck that supposed to mean, nigga. I can get $10 million tomorrow, hit the lottery, and I become a celebrity. Then what? So that ain't doing nothing but putting money in between you. I told you, it's how you are as a person. How are you as a person? And then niggas will come in here and tell me, oh, Ticket, man, but your homies disagree with you. Nigga, that's different, nigga. A homie can have a disagreement. They can disagree with how I feel. I don't have a problem with that, nigga. That's them grown men and grown women. Just respect me, nigga, and I respect you. Period. But these other foul niggas like this run around here doing all this slick shit and being funny. Niggas like Bookman. Nah, man. You gonna get cooked, nigga. You getting the full cook. Especially when all them niggas did was shit on them niggas before. That's all they did was shit on niggas like that. So let me see. What did it say? It say that the government says how did what Diddy said make you feel? Or what they did make you feel. She says desperate, terrified, and really, really sad. The government said, did you answer Christina Quorum's calls? She said, nope. I text back that I had been asleep. It sucks to wake up to this every morning. I'm being shit from on. She said, I'm being shot from on all sides. I'm in an effed up spot. The government says, and what was Christina Quorum's answer? She said, she wrote, can you call me when you get a chance? I wrote, I'm having anxiety attacks and night fears. The government said, about who? She said, about Puff. And the government said, what are these WhatsApps with? She says, Puff, I screenshot them. I had other phones since. Hey, shout out to Thomas in the Cash App donation. Nah. We don't have no disrespect for Willie D over here. Y'all want to keep trying to disrespect Willie D and guys like that. I don't have no disrespect for Willie D. Because when I talk to Willie D, I ain't had nothing but respect for him. So I'm not gonna have disrespect for him because I disagree with him. See, that's the difference. A nigga like Bookman, I don't like that nigga. I don't respect that nigga. That nigga's a hoe. That nigga ain't nothing but a clout chasing punk. In real life, that nigga's a whole hoe, nigga. And I know this for a fact. And if he play with me, I'm gonna let everybody know what real time it is. Cause I got something. I'm sitting on something. He don't want that fire with me. And I promise you that. Not after what he did. Hold on one second, y'all. See, let me tell y'all something. Because some people keep saying Willie D name this and the third. Bruh, I agree with like on probably 85% of what Willie D say. Just because I might not agree with 15% of what he say don't mean I got a problem with him. I don't like him. No, I just disagree with him on a certain topic, nigga. That don't mean I don't like that person. I don't respect you as a person. It might be people who don't see. That's the thing people do. If people disagree with a percent, let's say we agree on most things, right? If we disagree on a small part, some people be like, nah, the hell with you. This is the same shit they do in politics and all the other stuff. You could be friends with a person for life. If you have a different political view than them, man, I've seen people get torn their friendship or they just say respect torn up. Period. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Especially when you have a cordial or you have a solid, you know what I'm saying, friendship or brotherhood with a person, period. Or you've had solid interaction with a person. So that ain't finna change me. If you disrespect me, now that's finna change me. See what I'm saying? But you having a difference of opinion, that's your opinion. Especially if we agree on most other things. I'm not finna trip off that. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to Martha Carter and the PayPal with the donation. Salute to you, Martha. I appreciate it. Much love to you. Let me see something here. Hold on, who is this? Mr. Carrington, salute to you in the Cash App with the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. You know me, dog. Yeah. Yeah. In the barbershop. Okay. Yeah, dog. Salute, man. Salute, bro. Yeah, you know what time it is, man. Bro, you know what time it is, man. Yeah. You know what time it is. See, a lot of you people just don't know me like that, but you know what time it is, man. Yeah. Hey, dog, hey, hit me back on the Cash App and send me your number, man. Hit me back and send me your number. I'm gonna hit you up, dog. I'm gonna hit you up, homie. Hit me back. I'm gonna hit you up. All right, hold on, y'all. My bad. I got off track a little bit. Somebody I know. It's always somebody you know that's listening, man. That's somebody that know you for real, dog. This nigga was in the barbershop, goddamn, every week. That nigga know what it is. That shit crazy, man. Yo, so the government said, what did Diddy write? Right? Let me see. Hold on. Shout to Ariane in the Cash App the donation. Salute to you. And she said, I love your principles, ticket. I mean, listen, let me say this. Ain't nobody on this earth perfect. You know what I'm saying? Period. But like I said, the stuff that Diddy doing, nah, man. Nah, man. That shit ain't right, bro. It's not right. It ain't right, bro. You don't humiliate people like that. That's trying to work for you. People that's around you. Yeah, this because of this nigga, he got everybody being brought into this. Do y'all not know how many celebrities I know that's mad at this nigga? Shout out to Tony Guardo for the $100 donation in the Cash App. He said, "Standing on business early morning." You already know what it is, Tony. Salute to you for the donation, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Don't y'all know that though, man? I want everybody to understand that, man. I'm just saying, bro. So the government said, "What did Mr. Combs write?" Mia says, "If you don't call me in 2 minutes, I'm gonna tell everything. You're fired. Fuck ABC and their lawyers. Let's go to war." Is what Diddy wrote. She says. The government says, "What do you think he meant by tell everything?" Mia says he tell Cassie about the sexual assault. The government says, "What do you mean? What do you think he meant by FABC?" She said, "I had written a show based on my life as an assistant. It hit the press, the most I ever got. He was threatening to take it away." The government said, "Did the show ever air?" She said, "Nope." The government says, "What did he write now?" She said, call me now, call me now, now. Then don't ever call me again. I wrote back that I'd been asleep." The government said, "Is that the end of the screenshots?" She said, "Yeah." The government said, "What's this?" She said, "My email to Diddy and then Christina Corum." Yeah, man. Yeah, man. These people crazy, man. The government said, "What did you write?" She said, "I wrote that I'm really sorry, Puff. I love you." Smiley face. I paid for my own flight. It will cost to change it. I'm sorry to ask for the money. I'm sorry. I want to make sure you're good. At the end of the day, regardless, I love you. See, I told y'all. These people put themselves in this on their own trap. They worship this nigga like this nigga was a god. And that's why I told y'all these people sold out, bro. They sold out. And basically all these people was aiders. A lot of these people was aiders and abettors in certain situations where they didn't help or they facilitated certain cover-ups. Now some of these people are victims, but some of these people are victims and helped. That's a twisted world to live in. They was living in, bro. Shout out to Ann Jones, Libra Justice, with a donation. She said, "You're one of the good men out here. Wish there were more like you." Ticket. Hey, salute to you. Salute to you. You know, it's all about how you treat people. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you treat people. Point blank, period. It's all about how you treat people. You know? The government says, "Why did you send this?" She said, "He told me to return. Then he told me to stay. I couldn't afford the change fees. I told him, Cece says she really needs me now. But of course, I'll do whatever you want. I love you." She said, "Who is Cece?" She said, "Cass." Yeah, see? And Diddy running around here saying, "Love, love, love, love." It's like a cult, bro. And them people they said kept going in that situation. I told y'all this, bro. That's why I think a lot of people misunderstand me without my stance on this whole situation. My stance on this whole situation is like I said, a lot of these people, and I've been talking about this before this Diddy case. Many of these people sell their soul to be in certain circles. They sell their soul for riches, fortune, fame. They what I mean by sell their soul, you allow yourself to be involved in things and do things you morally would never do because you either want to be in this position, in this situation, you don't want to lose this position, you don't want to lose this situation. You feel like you being in this situation is something, like I said before, that's gonna put you at another level in life. So if I go through it, if I show that I'm loyal, you can do whatever you want to do to me, and I'm loyal to you. It's gonna pay dividends for me, and I'm gonna be man. You know what I mean? And that's why you got to have a moral compass about yourself. That's why these ladies need their fathers in their lives. I'm telling y'all this. They need their fathers in their lives to teach them how to stay away from niggas like Diddy. I'm just being honest with you. Because any nigga that'll whoop on your ass, he really don't love you. He really don't care about you. The nigga running around here screaming love. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all what it is. All right, telling y'all what it is. You know, ma'am, I don't get into gossip type of stuff like that. What's that girl's name? Petty Pisces. I don't get no gossip stuff like that. I'm not worried about that. I'm a real life type of nigga. I don't get no gossip. I don't do none of that type of shit. Shout out to Tammy Fowler with the donation and the PayPal. Salute to you. I see you. Much love to you, Tammy. Tammy always coming through showing love. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about that. Never seen that dude. Never disrespected that dude. Never nothing. So like I said before, I don't play them games. Them internet games. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? So much blessings to the brother, and that's it. Just move on. I don't get that. I don't get with that petty shit on YouTube. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? When I cook, when I come on here and cook, and it's time to cook, it's behind something real. Man, I don't want to hear about they scared for their life, man. Once you see this type of stuff, people going in there and day two seeing this stuff. You leave. You leave. You walk away. It's just that simple. Y'all hearing stories about people keep going back, all this other stuff. Yeah, I understand psychology. I understand all that stuff. Man, I'm not giving none of them people no excuses. These people be selling their souls to be in that industry. I'm holding all them sides accountable. Diddy is the scum of the living fucking earth. He's a piece of shit. But all those other people, man, all those other people are complicit. They sold their souls. Y'all don't understand this? They sold their souls. That's what you call selling your soul to the devil. So they'll call Diddy the devil, but they sold their soul to the devil. You hear it in all of them. Kalina went back. Why? I needed money. Sold your soul. Sold your soul. If she would have left, maybe you're not in the industry no more. But guess what? Go get a real job. Have some respect for yourself. Say, yeah, I could have been in the industry, but nah, it's not for me. I don't want to put myself in that position. Or Dawn, that's right, Dawn Richard. My bad, Dawn. I don't want to put myself in that position. I'm going to get a regular job, man. I'll just be honest with y'all, man. So that's why I told y'all, man. Them people, man, to me, man, listen, man, they sold, bro. And like I said, you know, Diddy damn well did him like trash. He treated him dirty. What he did was 1,000% foul. You know what I mean? 1,000% foul. But as I tell y'all, as I'm on here and I'm telling y'all, man, um, you know, you heard so many situations where people left, came back. Nah, man, it is what it is. So, so the government says, why did you write that to Diddy? She said, because I work for him. To him, that's all that mattered. The government says, why did you CC Christina Coram? She said, because I needed an answer. I was in limbo. The government says, when you got back from South Africa, where did you work? She said, the office in LA. The government said, did you have less access to Diddy? She said, much less. The government says, did it make your job easier or harder? She said, it made it almost impossible. I needed his okay for everything, but I couldn't get any responses from him. She said, how did it make you feel? The government said, she said, defeated. See, these people were still trying to be, like I said before, man. Man, I ain't trying to be around you. Like I said, man, you got to call a spade, man. You got to call a spade, man. Period. You got to call a spade, man. Got to call a spade, man. Got to call a spade, man. These people, man, like I said before, man. And I already told y'all keep saying to me about, oh, what about what? Man, listen, bro. If Cassie didn't take a deal, she'd have been a code. She'd have been right there on the stand with that nigga. If she didn't take a deal, remember, Puff was giving a deal too. This is the thing people forgetting. Diddy was the only one that didn't take a deal. And this the thing. Everybody keeps talking about, oh, all these people gonna walk off. That's not true. Their sentencing for a lot of these people, their sentencing is gonna come after this case is over with. Some people was able to walk, probably depending on your criminal history and your level of involvement in this whole situation. Right? But some people who got priors and stuff like that, they're gonna be hit with, they probably was gonna hit with lighter time, lighter sentences, and that's gonna come up after the trial. They didn't announce this stuff and do this stuff before the trial because they didn't want to jeopardize the case. So you see how the feds is moving. They got a lot of people that's coming in under false names or under, other names and stuff like that. They was real, how should I say? They were real cautious with this case. Shout out to Jimmy Bumper with a $20 donation in the PayPal. Salute to you, homie. I appreciate you, dog. And I'm telling y'all, that's why you need stronger fathers and people in these kids' lives, because the influence they get is what they're going to grow up and be. You can mold and shape a young one into what you want them to be. If you want them to be something good and have respect and have morals and have ethics and have principles, that's what they're going to have. I told y'all I was the baddest person. Let me tell y'all something, man. I was probably the baddest person in my entire school. I almost got expelled twice. My parents had to move me and take me to military school. I was so bad. Military school changed my life. Nigga, I was getting in trouble in military school. These niggas had me doing like 1,000 goddamn walks around the square with the rifle and shit like that. Shit was hurting like hell. Getting up 4 o'clock in the morning. Having to do all this crazy stuff, but they taught me discipline. How to make my beds, how to do all this stuff, how to have everything in order, clean, all that other shit. I learned lessons from that. It kept my mindset right. See, if I ain't had parents that cared about me and that was gonna let me crash out, then my life would have took a whole different turn. But I had parents that sacrificed so that I would be in a better position. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I believe needs to happen for the youth. Because if you're not giving them that right instruction, if you're not giving them that right tutelage, you know what I'm saying? If you're not telling them when they're young, hey man, y'all need to stop fighting, bro. This is all the stuff that I'm doing on a daily basis. Any nigga that know me can tell you, nigga. Niggas be with me every motherfucking day. Niggas can tell you. They say, hey, man, nigga, Tigger be over there working with them youth all the time, nigga. We doing violence prevention programs and all that other stuff, bro. These niggas don't know nothing about me, nigga. These is facts. We doing this shit at the basketball camps for free, nigga. Showing the kids, hey man, look, y'all ain't finna fight. What you gonna fight for, man? And they look up to you. And when they see that you don't think it's cool, they don't think it's cool. That's why you gotta get them at that age when they're younger and they're impressionable. They start acting, they want to act out. You be strong with them because they look at you like you a force. So which force am I gonna be? A force to do what's right or a force to do what's wrong? Shout out to Dexter and the Cash App coming through, $50 donation. You know what it is. See, I'll put the kid on punishment and then tell his parent, hey, look, when his parent come in with the kid, the kid like, hey, y'all know I got your kids. If they act up, I'm gonna put his ass. He gonna be doing some push-ups, sit-ups. He gonna be doing some laps. He gonna have some type of punishment. Oh, all right, Ticket, you got him, Coach Ticket. All right, cool. Boom. And I tell him, hey, you heard what your mama said, right? You heard what your daddy said, right? Okay, cool. We good for the day, nigga. Let's go. This was every single summer. And then it extended for me just wanting to help and work with them all the time because I understand the mindsets that people can be put into and the things that you can get caught up into early in life. Right? One bad decision gets you up out of here. One bad decision in your life gets you up out. You decide to go in there and rob that bank, it's over with. And see, that's why I stand on what I stand on. right? Salute to all y'all that's popped on up in here, man. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what I mean? Y'all know what's up. Appreciate all y'all. Right? Shout out to JDB with the donation. He says, straight fact, same here. Son of a single mother. I enlisted in the Army and retired after 24 years. Best choice of my life next to Jesus, man. Salute to you, brother. I'm just saying, man. Nigga, I was in military school, nigga, cussing out and arguing with the sergeants and staff sergeants and all them niggas, bro. Them niggas will tell you. Bro, I was like, nigga, I say, you told me to do what? Because, see, I'm big and tall than all them niggas. And I was coming to goddamn on formation, nigga, with my shirt out, nigga, pants sagging, everything, nigga. You ask anybody who was up there with us, dog. I ain't care. Nigga, getting out of bed late, every day, it was a goddamn going struggle. And then I was just like, man, look, man. Bro, y'all don't know how much I hated my parents at the time for doing that, boy. Yo, I really hated them at that time. You talking about I was heated. I was fuming with my parents at that time. Fuming. When I say fuming, nigga, man, I told y'all. I told my dad, listen, let me tell you something. I told y'all this. I know it hurt that nigga when I said that to him, nigga. But me and my dad had got into it one time. And that nigga was telling me the truth. He was standing on business. He was telling me the truth. I said, nigga, I hate you, nigga. I know that shit cut that nigga. But, man, the nigga was like, yeah, I love you, though. Yeah, now take this punishment, nigga. Yeah. And nigga was like, I love you, but yeah, take this punishment, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then when I thought about it, I ain't had nowhere to go. Nigga, I'm 14, 15 years old. I ain't had nowhere to go. Where I'm going to go? You know what I'm saying? Where I'm going to go? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around like, damn, where am I going to go? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that nigga, man, he stood on business. I love him for that, man. I love him for standing on business, man. He stood on business. Um, you know? So, so yeah, I'm just telling y'all what it is, you know? Shout out to Robin Butler with a $25 donation to the PayPal. Salute to you, Robin. I appreciate it. Much love to you. Yeah, man. Nigga told me, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. My father was hard with me, man. I hated that. I hated it. But, you know what I'm saying? I love that brother because my dad, he put so much discipline in me and it changed my entire life. How I saw things, how I acted, how I just was as a person. It changed me. It made me a way better person. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And I tell nigga thank you all the time. You know what's up? Call nigga, tell him thank you all the time, man, because it just changed my life. You know? And your father, like I said, a lot of these people, fathers ain't even in their lives, not even leading the right way. So, you know, my dad, he was the type of dude, he wouldn't let me get away with no shit. I ain't getting away with nothing. You know, that nigga was on top of it. Real talk. Pause. He wouldn't let me get away with a damn thing. You know, if you was out there playing games, you was gonna get checked. Simple as that. And I love that nigga for that. Forever and a day. You know? And every time I talk to him, I tell him all the time, I say, man, I appreciate you, bro, for being hard on me like that. You mean, you know, I love you, boy. You know what I'm saying? But I understand now. See, when you're younger, you don't really understand. You're like, man, why my dad always giving me a spanking, always being hard on me, always like the nigga like repeat stuff. Like, yo, did I tell you to take out the trash? I don't want to walk past the kitchen and the trash is overflowing. I should never walk past the kitchen and trash overflowing. Did you rake the leaves up? Okay, did you put them in the bags? All right. All these different things. It was just repeated stuff over and over and over again to where you was disciplined and trained to, hey man, this how I know, I already know what I gotta do to avoid getting in trouble. I already know. That's how it came. When you don't have that consistent discipline, and then the ladies don't have that from their father, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. They need that. They need that. That's very important. Very important. Shout to Stanley with $100 donation in the Cash App, man. Salute to you, brother. He said, I'm hard on my son now. Yeah, salute, brother. Yeah, man. That's the thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they need it. Shout out to Tammy in the Cash App, the donation. Salute to you. She said for the blog. Salute to you. Much love, Tammy. Yeah, they need it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being real. You know? And then my pops, he was cool too. Like, that nigga be hard, but he wouldn't be so hard where, you know, he let me go out. When I want to go out, let me go do my activities. You know what I'm saying? As far as basketball, stuff like that. Be with my teammates and stuff like that. It wasn't like no, you know, over punishment. He just did enough just so I could know that, hey, man, listen, respect. You know what I mean? That nigga ain't never let me disrespect my mom. If I ever was trying to disrespect my mom, that nigga go crazy. Yo, you have to disrespect your mother. What I told you. Yeah, so, yeah, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to James Davis coming through with a $500 donation, man. And he says, Ticket, I'd like you to talk to my son. Yo, hold on. Send me your contact, bro. Send me your contact, man. Salute to you, brother. Send me your contact. Yo, just hit me back. Send me your contact. I got you. Send me your contact, dog. Either send me your email or your number. Just send it to me in the message. I'm going to hit you up. Man, I appreciate it, dog. I got you, man. I talk to you behind the scenes, so you ain't got to put that out there in the public. Salute. Hold on, you guys. Where we at? Get back to this case. So yeah, the government said, "What is this?" She says, "A note to human resources to me. A note for human resource from human resources to me." She says, "What was the date?" She said, "March the 31st, 2021. 2011. Excuse me." The judge says, "Can we take the document down? I think it needs further redaction," is what the judge says. The government says, "What was happening?" She said, "I was suspended without pay." The government says, "What had happened?" She says, "He came in and didn't see I had laid all the options out. He started ranting. I tried to point to the other options." The government said, "Who was this with?" She said, "James Cruz. He worked for Puff in like a managerial role. He asked for tickets. Mia says, I wrote back. Puff is currently firing me right now. He wrote back, LOL. I wrote back, no, seriously, sad face. And then the government said, what's this? She said, email D-Rock to me on March the 25th, 2011. The government said, D-Rock asked what happened. And I wrote, he went batshit crazy about his shirt. The government said, where was Puff? She said, with D-Rock going to the doctor and some other errands. I asked D-Rock to give me a heads up before they came back so I could be out of the way. The government said, what did human resources tell you? She said, Puff wanted me suspended without pay, and I was. The government says, Mia, does this memo document the reasons you were suspended? She says, no, HR told me Puff said I was being insubordinate. The government says, did you get other documents like this from HR? She said, yes. She said, how did it make you feel? She said, so sad that I did something wrong. Man. Shout out to Wanda Cameron with a $50 donation and a PayPal. Salute to you. Much love to you, my sister. Shout out to Jamal Wright with a donation in the Cash App. He said Diddy guilty for being a freak. That's it. That's not true, sir. Let me put the chart up here and I'll show you what he's guilty of, sir. And Jamal Wright, you're a sick, twisted individual, sir. And I hope that you're not a father because you're a piece of shit if you are. Because you have no leadership. You're a follower. That's all you are. So Diddy's guilty of kidnapping, right? Kidnapped the girl at gunpoint, right? He did, and guess what? In open court, his lawyers did not deny these allegations. They didn't deny him. They only asked, well, did he put the gun in your face or did he wave it around? They didn't deny it. Any of these things they haven't denied, right? Bribery of a witness, guilty, nigga. This is all under the RICO. Witness tampering, we already know what's up with that. Forced labor, guilty. Got people working 20 hours, 3 weeks in a row. One girl said she didn't get no sleep for 5 days. She went out. This nigga finally let her get sleep when her equilibrium was off. Sex trafficking, the coercion, they gonna get him on that. Prostitution, transportation, they gonna get him on that. Drug distribution, where all these people was buying the drugs and sending them and giving them to them, they gonna get him on that. The hell is you talking about, nigga? You young, you sound like a new fool, nigga. Not an old fool, a new fool, nigga. Shout out to Andy Robert, $25 donation in the Cash App. He said, thank you for doing what you're doing. Keep it up. Salute to you. Appreciate it. Hold on. All right, my bad, y'all. Somebody had called me. My bad. Somebody had called me. Let me see something, y'all. And this what happens when y'all have big dumb down dummies like this dude, like that dude in the comments says he ain't have no brain. That's when you have brothers that don't have no brains. They're just out here. He just talking. He don't have no brains whatsoever. Just talking. Right? Shout out to the brother Keith in the Cash App with a donation. He said, that's why I'm hard on my son every day. That's a fact, bro. Salute to you, man. That's a fact. So he don't end up acting like and doing dumb shit like Diddy and end up having the rest of his life spent in prison and you crying about they did me wrong. Nah, nigga. You did people wrong. Sit your ass down. Period. You know what I mean? So the government goes on to say, did you continue to work for Diddy? She said, yeah, I told y'all this, right? So after all this stuff, that's why I told y'all these people sold they soul, bro. That's why I told y'all all these people is complicit. Y'all got to understand where I'm coming from. They all complicit. They all sold they soul. Every one of them niggas sold they soul that was working over there. They kept working over there. When they seen that shit, man, ain't no way in hell, bro. Ain't no way in hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Because once you start humiliating yourself, allow yourself to be humiliated, man, at some point in time, that's got to be in you. It can't be that many people that's sheep out here, but it is. It really is. It's really that. And I'm gonna tell y'all how bad it is. It's people that'll sell their soul right now for $1 million in this comment section right now. Somebody say, "Hey, man, you give me your soul. I give you $1 million." They'll do it right now. Right now. Uh, Let me see. Um, so they said, "Did you continue working for Mr. Combs?" She said, "Yep. Same as all the rest of them. I told y'all this. Nigga whooping on your ass and you going back to work every day taking them beatings." The government says, "Did you feel you could leave your job?" She said, "That wasn't a thought. I tried to run away before and it didn't work." The government said, "Did you feel you could get other jobs?" She said, "Oh no, he would have made sure." That's the thing. That's why you have to be willing to leave the industry. See, these people wanted to go get same jobs within them same circles. Nah, man. If you gonna act like that, bro, I'm out. I don't have to be in this industry. I can listen. Man, listen, I switch it up. And I know some people like, man, but they train their whole lives for this, and I understand that. But at some point in time, your moral compass got to come in, and that's facts. She said, "I was scared of him." The government says, "When did you try to run away from your job?" She said, "New Year's 2010 to 2011. Where were you?" She said, "St. Bart's." They said, "Who was there?" She said, "Me, Puff, Kim, the kids, some others." And she said, the government says, "Where did you stay?" She said, "A yacht that Puff had chartered." The government said, "What did Diddy ask you to do?" She said, "To count the money in the safe." He yelled, "I was counting too slow." He chased me out and told me, "You better learn how to walk on water like Jesus, bitch. Get the fuck out of here." The government said, "Whose job was it to count?" She said, "A security's." Wasn't even her job. See? Diddy going to hell, man. You know what I'm saying? It's how you treat people, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. I gave you the exact quote, and God forgive me for using the name like that. I gave you the exact quote. I gave you the exact quote. And that's what's going on with these people. I'm telling you what it is, right? Then the government says, "I asked the crew," Mia says, "I asked the crew to land, to take me to land, but it was a hurricane or something. I hid on the third floor." The government said, "Who spoke to you?" Mia says, "Kim." She tried to console me and said, "Don't worry about it. I saw Puff coming towards me. I ran and hit the cabin crew." The government says, did the crew take you to land in a tender boat?" And Mia says, "Yeah, but they got a call and I had to come back." The government says, "Were you able to leave the country?" Mia says, "Nope. My passport was on the boat. Puff staff had it." The government said, "Did you go back to the boat?" She said, "Yep." Man, that's crazy, man. This girl said she ran and hid in the cabin crew. She said Kim tried to console her, told her, "Don't worry about it. I saw Puff coming towards me." She said she ran into the crew cabin. That's crazy. It says, "Did the crew take you to land in a tender boat?" She says, "Yeah, but they got a call that I had to come back." Government says, "Were you able to leave the country?" She says, "Nope, she wasn't even able to leave the country." She said, "My passport was on the boat. Puff staff had it." The government said, "Did you go back to the boat?" She said, "Yep." Damn. Humiliation. Excuse me, Jamal Wright. These are not misdemeanor charges to get a RICO. Don't you understand something, sir? Salute to you in the cash app, sir. But don't you understand something, Jamal, right? That some forms of domestic violence are not misdemeanors, they're felonies, sir. The shit Diddy was doing, that was felony, uh, that was felony, not even domestic violence, that was felony abuse, right? I'm gonna show you on the screen, sir. Cause see, dumbass little niggas like yourself don't know the law. You just a dummy, right? So let me put this on the screen for you, right? So um, let me see. Let me give you an example, right? All right. See, because I know some of you niggas is dummies. So I'm gonna break it down for you. That's how I do these clowns. Straight like this. That's how I do them. Right? Let me see. Put this on the screen for y'all. Because what Diddy was doing, that could be labeled right under first degree felony assault, which can get you up to 25 years in prison for a count. But you an idiot. So it really that's in New York. That's where Diddy was doing a lot of this shit. But see, I know you punks don't know the law. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and break it down to you, Playboy. And put this on the screen. Put this on the screen for him. Right there. You see that right there on your screen, sir? Now let's play read along. It says in New York, felony assault charges can lead to substantial prison sentences. You damn fool. So when people are saying, "Oh, this is assault," yeah. Don't y'all know that they can get up? So read this. Felony assault charges can lead to substantial prison sentences. For assault in the first degree, a Class B violent felony, the penalty range from 5 to 25 years in prison, you damn fool. The maximum sentence for this offense is 5 years with the possibility of parole. The minimum, sentence for this offense, the minimum is 5 years with the possibility of parole. Other felony assault charges like second degree assault may carry different penalties depending on the specific circumstances and the defendant's criminal history. You want to keep going? You want to keep playing this game with me, punk? I'll keep ethering you. You easy work. Here's a more detailed breakdown, you damn fool. Assault in the first degree, a Class B violent felony, which is what Diddy would have been charged with, and from those whoopings these people are explaining. It says this is the most serious assault charge carrying a maximum sentence of 25 years in prison. That's per count, sir. It also has a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years due to being a violent felony offense. Right? Let's just say they gave Diddy the second degree for each count. Right? Assault in the second degree, a Class D felony, while the maximum sentence is typically 7 years, a judge may impose a shortened sentence, especially for first-time offenders, and we know Diddy ain't that. So if Diddy was getting charged for all of those different offenses, nigga, that nigga would have, man, they would have stacked that nigga's years. A judge wouldn't have ran that shit concurrent, he'd have stacked that nigga's years. Shout out to Jeannie Love with a donation to Cash App. She said, lunch on me for always telling the facts. Much appreciation. Salute to you. So what is this nigga talking about? Shout out to JDB with a donation, $25. He say, I salute you, been a stepson and a stepfather all my life. I know the importance. I have 2 stepsons I'm hard on. It's a blessing to raise children the right way. Facts. You know? And then you watch them grow up and do the right things. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like I said, these dudes ain't got no brains. You got a dude that's running around here that got his nose all the way up. All he do is jock strap sniff LeBron James all day. So I already know what your angle is, nigga. I know what your angle is. You don't do nothing but sniff jock straps, nigga. Shout out to Wanda with the $50 donation and the PayPal. Salute to you. Appreciate it. And I'm going to keep stir frying them niggas too. Stir fry. Matter of fact, let me put that back on the screen. Nigga keep talking about, hey man, this number, man, Diddy would have been looking up to a maximum of 25 years for each count. You know how many people this nigga was whooping their asses? People talking about, oh, domestic violence. It's not domestic violence when you're beating up your employees. Domestic violence is someone that's committed in your family, right? Right? Read right there. Ex-family, ex-partners, and partners, ex-partners, immediate family members. What are you talking about? It's easy to destroy you niggas. So we could play that game too, nigga. We could play that game too. So Mia says, I was told to get in the car to go on the plane to Vegas with Puff. The government says in the car, you could hear Puff's call. She said he was telling his chief of staff I needed to be suspended, making up a story. I didn't get to finish. He yelled, shut the fuck up. The government says you left Diddy's companies in 2017. She said, yeah, I spoke with Brian Afot. We were editing Bad Boy documentary. I was producing that. The government said, what did Brian tell you? She said that Diddy wanted to end Revolt Films. The company was going away. The government said, how did you feel? She said, I think I saw snot coming out of my nose for a while. I was worried. I had been told Revolt Films was the only company that had made money that year. The government says, how did you feel? She says that I had done something wrong. The government says, what did Brian Alford say? She said, a foot say. She said that they would work out a severance, but it was the holidays. The government said, did you speak to anyone else? She said, Christina Coram, I had a little bit of time to horrifically process what had happened. Christina Coram says, you're still working on a documentary? The government said, and did you? She said, yeah, until March or April. The government says, what did you do after that? She said, I cried myself to sleep. I ignored all the calls. The government says, did you have conversations with Cassie after that? She says, I could never tell who was with or without Puff, so I didn't respond. Man, like I said before, man, you know, telling y'all what it is. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shucks. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Yeah, y'all smash the like button, share the video, like the video, y'all come on in. Jamal Rice says, you said Bron's involved with this. You a lie. I did not. I said LeBron James said ain't no party like a Diddy party, nigga. And he did say that. You buck dancing ass nigga. Then sit your ass down, nigga. You LeBron James booty hole jock strap sniffing ass Negro. He said that. What are you talking about, you idiot? And then it's two different situations. It's civil and it's criminal, you damn fool. He was named in a civil case. Bro, learn your court proceedings, you dummy. He was in a civil case. This is criminal, fool. What the hell is wrong with you? He wasn't a criminal. He wasn't a civil lawsuit. LeBron James is named in a civil lawsuit as a witness, fool. They said the nigga came down the hall in a white in a bath towel, some flip flops, and a shaving bag, talking about, hey man, y'all gonna do something about this. He's named in the lawsuit. That's civil court. Civil court and criminal court is different. Jamal jockstrap sniffing ass. Shout out to Eugene West and the Cash App the donation. He said Bookman shaking in his boots. Man, come on. Shout out to Eugene West. These people don't even know left from right, right from left. The hell is wrong with these people? This man don't even know left from right or right from left. So, Mia says, Christina Coram said Puff couldn't believe I would go against him. I had gotten an employment attorney. Christina Coram said Puff couldn't believe that. The government said, did you get paid? She said, after 9 months, my attorney proposed a mediation. They asked for like $10 million. So she said her attorneys asked for $10 million for this nigga Puff. The government said, who came up with that figure? She said, my lawyers. The government says, did you bring up the violent incident? She said, a few of them. I feel like I was doing something horrible. I was breaking the idea of confidentiality, telling secrets. I felt wrong and shameful. The government says, did you bring up the sexual assaults? She says, oh no, I was going to die with that. The government said, how much did you get? She said, I got $200,000. My lawyers got that much too. So the government said, what was it for? She said, bonuses I hadn't been paid and out of pocket. Right? Bro, all these people crazy as hell. They all crazy. I'll be honest with you, man. All them people crazy as hell, man. That whole circle. Salute everybody. Okay. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Shout out to Valerie Sanders and the Cash App the donation. She said, keep preaching the truth. Salute to you, Valerie. Shout out to Justin Jackson and the Cash App. $50 donation, man. Appreciate it, dog. Man, why you ain't throw his ass out? Hold on. Hold on. Hey, bro. Hey, if that nigga Kaplan throw his ass out the gym, man. If he don't listen, bro. If that nigga don't want to go to practice, he don't want to. Man, throw his ass out. I wouldn't even waste my time with him, dog. Real talk. I wouldn't even waste my time with him. All right, my bad, y'all. Man, bro. Yeah, man. All them people, man. They are all a part of the problem, bro. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey, bro. Hey, you don't want? Hey, bro. Everybody got to practice, dog. Come on, man. Everybody got to practice. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. See, y'all, I'm dealing with a situation this morning, man. Dude don't want to go in the gym and do what he's supposed to do. See? And this is what happens when you get these young guys that don't do what they're supposed to do. You got to stay on their helmets. Young brother, he don't even want to come practice. He know what time everybody's supposed to be up at the gym today. Playing games. Hold on, y'all. Hey, shout out to Cameron and the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, the government says after you return the money, right? Hold on. The government says, would you return the money to have this never happen? Brian Steele says, objection. Judge says, overruled. She says, oh, yeah, absolutely. The government says, do you have any other lawsuits against Diddy? She says, no. The government said, did you contact Diddy again? She said, when Kim died and when Andre Harrell died. She said, did you tell him you loved him in those text messages? She said, yeah, that's how I would speak to him. The government said, are you aware of Cassie's lawsuit? She said, yeah, November 2023. See, Diddy had all these people on mind control. He run around, love, love, love. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm put my foot in your ass. Like he was a father, their guider, all this other stuff. These people sold their souls. Point blank period. They all complicit. The government says, have you spoken with Cassie since the suit? She said, yeah, we talk a lot, then not. We both hide from our phones and the desperation thing. Then a few days ago, just the personal stuff, I love you. The government said, do you speak about your testimony? She says, no. Right? Then the government says, after the lawsuit in 2023, November, did anyone contact you? She said, yeah, D-Rock. He was like my big brother. He said, how are you? And she said, what do you respond? I responded, D-Rock. And the government says, why all the exclamation points? She said, because I love exclamation points and D-Rock. Mia says, I understood D-Rock was no longer with Puff. He and his wife had a restaurant in Poconos. The government says he wrote, I'm about to call you. What date? Mia says November the 30th, 2023. And she says, did D-Rock call you? She says, yes. And she said, what happened on the call? Brian Steele says, objection. So Brian Steele don't want to know what happened on that call. The judge says, ask again. She said, what did he say? The judge says, overrule, let her talk. She said, he started with personal stuff. Then he said, the news is crazy. It wasn't like that. It was normal fighting. The government said, was it? She said, absolutely not. D-Rock said, Puff misses you. He implied everyone agreed. Boy, these people all crazy, man. All of them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them people crazy. Every one of them crazy. All right. Shout out to Ken Oxford in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate it. Much love. He said Diddy had these people trained, man. They was trained like soldiers. Y'all, hold on one second, man. Hold on one second. My bad, y'all. Got a little young, rebellious guy. Don't want to do what he's supposed to do. My bad. Salute everybody tapped on in. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Y'all know what it is, right? Give me something to eat in a little while, man. Straight up. Yeah, I was watching that Piers Morgan thing last night. I fell asleep watching that. The Piers Morgan thing. I fell asleep watching that last night. I saw that. That nigga Brian Steele mad as hell right now. So they said the D-Rock call. You should say, yeah. They said what happened on the call. Brian Steele got an objection. The judge says, ask again. The government said, what did he say? The judge says, overruled. And Mia says he started with personal stuff. Then he said, the news is crazy. It wasn't like that. It was normal fighting. The government said, was it? She says, absolutely not. D-Rock said, Puff misses you. And he implied everyone agreed. Mia says, I immediately thought, oh my God. Brian Steele said, objection. The judge says, what grounds? Steele says, non-responsive. They got a sidebar. Right? Yeah, shout out to Inner City, man. Inner City doing it big, man. Salute to him. Man. Appreciate all y'all that's in the building. Hey. I'm going down in about an hour, bro. Hey, y'all hold on one second, man. I got man, this little brother acting crazy. All right, y'all. My bad. All right. Damn. Hold on one second, you guys. Y'all stay right here with me. I'm trying to see something real quick. What? What? Man, I don't know where the... Hold on, bro. Yeah. Let me see. That shit Gotta be back. Okay. All right, cool. It's over inside there. AK, what's up? Shout out to my boy King AK-47. He the voice of the streets in the building. Salute to him, man. What's up, boy? Shout out to my boy King AK. Y'all go subscribe to his channel, man. King AK-47. He been covering this thing too, man. Diddy is crazy, man. That nigga's a damn fool. And all them people, they all complicit, bro. All them people, they all sold their souls, man. Anybody that deal with that type of shit, bro, they all sold their souls. There ain't no other way around it. There ain't no other way around it. AK, what's good, boy? Shout out to my boy AK in the building. Get the lights up. Yeah. AK say, get the lights up, nigga. Oh, man. My nigga say, get the lights up, nigga. Yeah. Salute to him, man. Yeah, so they back, y'all, from the sidebar. And the government say, oh yeah, and shout out to Jamal Wright. He says, you hate black men, but big up black women. That's sad. No, that's not true. I hate black demons like Sean Diddy Combs. And I uplift good black women. Matter of fact, I didn't even uplift these black women that's out here getting their ass whooped. That was complicit. I said what Diddy did was wrong, you dumb son of a bitch. And if you don't like what I said, nigga, you can kiss my ass. Period. You don't think Diddy whooping them girls' ass and whooping all these people ass that was working for him? You don't think that's wrong, Jamal? You don't think that's wrong, nigga, what he did to that girl? And all them other girls beating him like that? You don't think that's wrong, nigga? Nigga got 3 teeth in his mouth, nigga. And 2 of them on the top. Shut your stupid ass up, nigga. I hate niggas like Diddy, nigga. Period. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what this say. This is what happens when you dumb and you sit in the house smoking cigarettes all day. That's what this nigga do. This nigga sit in the house smoke cigarettes all day, talking about LeBron James. Yo, so they said, where did D-Rock say he was? Mia says that he just landed in Miami. He was going to be at Puff's. He was going to take care of Christian. D-Rock said, maybe you could say something. The government said, how did you respond? I pretended I talked to Puff. The government said, did you want to? She says, no, I was scared. He called me right after D-Rock. The government said, how did you react? She said, I threw my phone behind the couch and ran out. The government said, why? She said, it was so triggering. The government said, did you hear from D-Rock again? She said, yes. They said, what did D-Rock write? She said that your boy doesn't want you to do anything, just to talk. I didn't want to. I just wanted it to go away. The government says, what then did D-Rock write to you? She says, he wrote, I can't believe you're not hitting me back. It was February 22nd, 2024. Crazy work. Yeah, Jamal just a nigga who ain't got no brains, nigga. Period, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? This idiot gonna say, hey man, you don't like black men, but nigga, I like you. I'm cool with you. You damn fool. I'm cool with you. You black. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And I have every reason to not like you. I don't like your mentality, how you think. But I don't dislike you as a person. You cool. That's why we chop it up all the time on basketball. But you just one of them niggas who got a small brain. Period. You got to be able to think, dog. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Nigga clown, man. He a clown. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. So, Mia says, I knew he wouldn't stop, so I wrote back. I was scuba diving all day and I didn't have my phone in the boat. The government said, was that true? Mia says, no, I told D-Rock I called Puff, but there was no answer. I wanted to play neutral. The government says, D-Rock asked, how can I send you something? What did you think he meant? Mia says, money. I said, no, I'm always ready to help y'all out. He wrote, I'm allowed to send my sister a gift, didn't he? Mia says, no. The government says, what did you think D-Rock was trying to do? She said, find out for Puff if I was a threat. The government says, did Diddy text you February of 2024? She said, yes. He said, call me when you have 10 minutes. Love. Diddy was really calling himself Love around here. The government said in this one, February 7, 2024. Mia said he said, I need my memory jogged. Boy, these people crazy as hell, man. You're getting that life, man. You're getting that life, man. Shout out to Emma in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Michael Negotiator's Chair with the donation. He says it's a shame ticket that these weirdos need a hero so bad that evil is good and good is evil. It is acceptable as long as they get money or power. God bless everyone in the chat and beyond. Oh yeah, it's sad. It really is. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas praise money and status. You know what I'm saying? I respect who you are as a person. I don't give a fuck about no money or no status. I care about who you are as a person. That's the most important to me. The government said, did you respond? She says, no, I didn't want anything to do with him. He was the person I was traumatized by. I knew that this was a front. The government says, was this the last message? She says, I think so. I got some. Brian G steals his objection. The judge says, abstain. Bro, this is what Diddy was like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, you gotta understand mental, you gotta understand psychological games. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let me ask y'all a question. Anybody in this comment section ever had a spouse or somebody play mind games with you? Like mind games for control? This is the type of stuff that I'm telling y'all about that's going on. Mind games. So you playing mind games with a person, you really controlling a person's mental, their mindset. You know, you're playing with a person's emotions, right? Having a person think that you love and care about them when you really don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you just string them on and play mind games. A lot of people deal with this on a day-to-day basis. Some people is too stupid to not know that it's mind games being played on them. Some people are able to snuff it out. Right? So that's what's going on. You said, I don't know, but y'all see what it is. Yeah, I mean, Brian still, I mean, he gonna object to some things to try to make sure they don't get answers out. But I know what this case is. I know what I'm seeing. I definitely know what I'm seeing. Y'all something else, man. Shout out to Charlene Dance with a $25 donation in the Cash App. She said, I love what you do, Ticket. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody else for supporting me, too. I really do. All y'all that's in here supporting me, man, I appreciate all of y'all. I thank all of y'all. Everybody that's in here, man. If y'all didn't hit the like button, or share button, or subscribe button, make sure y'all do that. All that's important. All that means something. You know what I'm saying? It all means something. So, yeah, I most definitely appreciate everybody that taps in, man, and support my channel. Because y'all don't have to do it, y'all, but y'all come through, man, heavy love, man. And I appreciate that. All right, you guys, hold on. This nigga Brian still will try to come back hard. The government says, do you work now? She says, no, I suffer from complex PTSD. And they got a sidebar. Man, she says she suffers from complex PTSD. God, dog. And the judge says, the court says, what are your symptoms? She says, misinterpreting emails. Someone calls my name from across the room. All the feelings of getting in trouble come flooding back. I triple guess myself. Man, bro, this is all the stuff these people going through, man. And she basically talked about witness tampering because she said she was hit. You know what I'm saying? Dog, that's crazy work. Talking about she need her memory job. Man, bro, they gonna get Diddy on every single count. Man, shout out to Glenn Harris coming through with a $25 donation in the Cash App. Says, keep cooking, I smell barbecue. You already know. The grill is hot. You feel me? The grill is always on hot. It's gonna stay on hot too. And that's facts. The government says, do you work now? Oh no, they already answered that, my bad. Damn, people said this is probably Hunter for the rest of their life. Man, listen, bro. Now Diddy's team will get up there and try and ice grill her after she said she got PTSD. Man, they need to choose carefully their words because the jury is watching. I already think they got him. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's confirmed. Diddy's a jackass. He's a horrible person. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, y'all. What's good, everybody? Shout out to Nala B and the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you, Nala. I appreciate it. Right? Shout out to Jessie coming through with a $50 donation in the Cash App. She said Diddy need to ask for forgiveness. He won't. Narcissist. He won't. He won't. Right? They said that woman got PTSD. Man, that's crazy work. Mm-hmm. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. So they said, so she says that she suffers from complex PTSD. And they said, what are your symptoms? She says, misinterpreting emails, someone calls my name from across the room, all the feelings of getting in trouble come flooding back. I triple guess myself. The government said, who caused it? She says, Diddy. And the judge says, man, let's take a break, man. So we're going to take a break and come back for cross-examination in a little while, you guys. We're going to take a break and come back for cross-examination in a little while, man. I'll be back in a little while. Salute to everybody. Much love to all of y'all who support me. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And y'all stay blessed. I'm gone.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.